Wat ik wilde nu doen, antwoord with God. Dat ik warf de uren steeds, ik wilde nu voort, aan ziegen dat heel, aan ik zoals keer. Wat ik wilde nu doen, antwoord with God. Dat ik warf de uren steeds, ik wilde nu voort, aan ziegen dat heel, aan ik zoals keer.
So here we go. Welcome to Deep for Play. I'm here in PAX Day. If you've never heard of PAX Day and this is the first time, you're like, okay, I've seen like daily. This is the newest, so it's not daily. Though there was a bit of confusion because of me in the intro, because I was playing the live thumbnail intro. I need to change that. Billy mentioned, dang, I missed the live. And I'm like, oh, I'm basically telling people you missed the live. Apologies. Behind me is the start of something that I envision and I have to change as I go. And there's a few more materials I'm waiting for to open up. So while I'm doing this, it is feeling out the land. What if you need, right in the middle of all your plans, someone wants to go? Or you've had enough, but you're the alderman. Oh, excuse me. Where am I? Oh, let me explain this. Hello. This is the catnap inside here. I have decided to reuse this cursor because I can see it clearer now on screen because I have a preview of my screen. So as I go over here, it is smaller on your screen than it is on mine. And so it's interesting. One thing I absolutely love about PAX Day, and that's one thing. Oh, come on. There you go. Oh, now I've done it again. Interesting. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. We just increased some kind of curve this morning. Interesting, interesting. Right. Very good. So, the cursor, as you saw it, is much smaller on your screen. And one thing I appreciate, I'm not going to edit that out, because I'm just so lazy. I thank you for joining me. What I do is I look under the hood, or for you boys out there, the skirt. I mean, shoot. So, there's no, we don't have when you hover, you don't have that little hover thing that shows up. What is it called? Oh, whatever. Hover text, hover info, hover tip, right? And it's blocked. Depending on how you like your cursor, it is blocked because the information's up here. Of course, it disappears when I point to it. So I often stay down here, but I don't make it clear to some who might be like, what am I? He's pointing at wood, great. And this flashing up here, you know, catches your attention late, and then by then I've moved on. So that is a big feature of PAX Day, is that your hover tips like those, even though, you know, they're corrected to things, they are, you just know, but these are universal in many ways. You have these, of course, that are blocked, but you're not reading a whole bunch of stuff, or you could just go to them. These you want to quickly know. It brings up a menu, and there isn't this hover tip around that's trying to inform you based on it. I like that. Even if it was just reads, you know, I'd still be trying to read, and it would be ed, it'd be eds, and it'd be odd, and it'd be ethers or theirs, and it would be orc or whatever. No, I should read up there. R carcass, because that's what it would be. Well, maybe it would cover it. You know, B carcass, B arcus. Anyway, Johan, Thank you very much for your patience. We want to disband the clan. I'm tired of these people. So what happens when that happens? You know, I've often wondered, sitting here next to the Golden City, which has done a wonderful job here in Sith. Garrettino went to the Golden City. Garrettino went to Reitz in Celine. I'll edit that out. Because she's opening gates to get between Ancien, Carries, and get around. Round, get around, get around. There's so many people out there that, well, you know, it'd be hard to count because it's, at this point, there are people going, you know, I want to move. And so you see those plots go away. There are people up in the hills who, like that industry above Johann's head, used to be, if not still, I could see a little bit of, no, I can't quite tell the glow, but it used to be thrice as long. I pointed it out before. And what I wonder is if they're collecting that into a redeeming queue. And your redeeming queue, because this becomes important maybe when, you know, clans are moving things around, no items to redeem. But right before there was a frame of your maximum amounts. What is it, 49? And is it a chest full or your inventory full? And if your inventory full, does it just count these, which is larger than your chest, your simple chest, and but here's your toolbar. So do they count the toolbar as inventory, even though we can easily use it? Just carry an axe, go out into the woods and beat boars by hand or with an axe, or have cleared out the boars and the hunt prior. And therefore you only need an axe unless you missed one. And then you can just, you know, work them over. You work them over. You wear your normal clothes. You don't have to, I see people running everywhere in armor. We have a whole fashion. Let's get rid of this. We have a whole fashion thing. Given how many times I have sacked those bases, even at 20%, I should have gotten it. It's yeah, Eltari was on there at 12:43 a.m. No. You are simply in a U.S. server at like 2 to 5 a.m. United States time. Yeah. Guess what? We're sleeping. You know, if you want smooth play and you're in a crowded area, you know, and maybe the U.S. the U.S. server is popular to you. Oh, look at this. It's evening. It's early blinking evening. No one. Actually, at 9:45 here in Alaska. What is that? 4 hours difference from the eastern seaboard. So yeah, das ist sehr. Well, right now it's their midday. So if they're at work and they're playing while at work, or they're like me, who are at home, I have responsibilities at home. I'm on in my life. If you're on in your life, cheers. You know, if it's going all right, glad. You know, really. If you're in the U.S., it's probably going a lot better. You're not digging through a garbage dump to find resources to take to town, to shred for the recycling industry. It's recycling. There's a lot of things you wish would go automated, but then it's like, well, what about all the people who are surviving off it now because there's nothing else to survive off of? Anyway, so this is why we form clans. This is why we get together. How did I do that, right? This is how we, you know, and so when you break things down, there's a certain amount of anxiety. And you're like, no, we're just moving stuff around. Was mentioning before, Johann. We're going to go on a run, Johann. You're going to go hunting because you have done nothing. You are cheap. You are cheap warrior. We can't have Johann doing that, even though we're slow to do it because Johann needed to get up in carpentry, which means sitting around and grinding away on very local things to get up to the first levels of carpentry. You won't have to go very far to work up the first levels of carpentry. Your yard. Chop, 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 chop. Pick. And you're tired of it. Your clan isn't supporting you. They're a bunch of dirtbags. No, I'm kidding. So let's just go, oh my goodness. Let's see how this works. I've done it before. in a very small way, just between Garrett, who joined Catnap on Arcadia, and then Celine. So, can I just straight up settings? Bam! You got to type something. I love this. Type it. Disband. Microsoft used to ask you like 5 times. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you totally sure? Because normally, alright, hit the other button. That's to the left. Totally change the natural state and select another button. Now, enter. Good. You cannot disband a clan with members still in it. Try removing everyone and try again. This is what I received, last night, because then I had to log in and log out. Anyway, okay. To leave your clan, you need to assign the alderman role to another player first. No, I will not give them the power. Maybe tease them for a moment. Just a moment. And then shut them down. Of course, Catnap first, because he's the worst. He's the worst, man. That's right. Defy me. More to twy. Looks like a certain person out of Tropic Thunder. Just get rid of him. Yeah, Lagerda, not even the real. Get rid of her. Obligato. What does that mean? Gran Turismo? This guy gets around. Garrett, well, she's a great aunt. So sometimes you just gotta set boundaries. And, she thought she was smart. Thought she'd wear a mask. Twist of candy. Yeah, I never can trust her. Johan. That's funny. Did they mix it? I need to look back. I need to look back and see if it was mixed when I brought him up, and then it mixed. You know what I mean? As it resorted. Because that's funny. What does it say? Oh yeah. So you get this nice little message when you log on that tells you, oh no, there was an S list, right? Ooh-wee. You're like going, I love that. What's up with that? I gotta remember his name. Oh, and that's right, it tells you over here. It tells everybody. No, it doesn't. It doesn't tell everybody. You will see it, for a while. If you're like, you'll have to think about it. Bing, 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 bing. Double down. Man, they get double messages. Garamond, interesting. Interesting. If I said that, I wonder what would happen. And that's going to come up. Ooh. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? Now you can see I've kicked them all out. But why else would you do this besides just being mad and running to rage quit? Or you just haven't seen everybody in forever. And I don't know, there's 36. And now you have limits in your chat. Hope your adventure today is going well. It's Phoenix. Hi Steel. Phoenix has an online page where he doesn't collect all the quotes I would like to find, but he has some on there that I hadn't seen before. Although, if quoting Mainframe, we should have this Adobe-made book. If anybody has Adobe and knows you can make a book, like an online book. First time in reads, heard about the buildings, had to see, yes, and buy something. Oh, the market. Anyway, we might get into that. So here we are. And now we're going to disband, right? Why else would you disband? Well, because you want to change the name. I did that for fun. That was between Garrett and Johan and Celine, and I brought it here. But it's meaningless now. There is no Stormfront. There's no Stormfront. Because that was actually a mental state for PAX Day moving forward. We want it to be a Stormfront. Because there's this whole pasteurization that's happening. And maybe, I could care less, maybe create clan. Now we're going to see. Oh, that's right. House Red Pill. Now, how did I make your deals? Oh, right. And right, and yes. House Red Pill. Who does the crown go to? Who do you crown with many crowns? Who, if you were king, would you set your crown before? Very interesting. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, that was easy when you already know what you're doing. The clan advertisement is interesting, but I don't want to reset anything. And I'll do it later, because I don't want to make a point out of anything unless it bans this. Really, AI here in all text entry boxes is serious. You want a 1984 double plus good brother. Now, one reason you might want to disband, I wanted to bring up, and this is the thing, because what if everybody wants that 20 grace? Wasn't that 20 grace? 20 grace, baby. Okay, whatever, man. What is that, 40 gold? On the grace clock? Which I don't have any money. So 40 for 20? Because I don't get any bonuses with Yo. Right? Yo's me. That's why I build with Yo. Johan! Yeah, you gotta shorten John. You have joined House Red Pill. Yes, it's a fairly busy zone as well. It is. There are lots of people always chopping trees, cutting down my trees. Stay off the grass. So, now we've disbanded. What does all the share stuff mean now? Oh, no one's in the clan. Of course, if you forgot, something, clan all doesn't matter. I've had private, alone people with clan all set on all their stuff, and that would mean as soon as you join a clan, that clan would be all. No, it's not. But what about on her plot? Things that were mine. This is another reason I brought on candy twists. Where's yours? Your. Doesn't afflict that. Clan all, but it's mine, and no one's in the clan. So right, this is why I did this. Lagerda's lot is no longer shared with me, although it's shared with the clan. So, when Lagerda joins, everything goes, and there's no permissions needed to be changed. And maybe she gets, well, okay, so, what was it? What was it? It was a strange offer. Now I have to read it again. Maybe it's not so complicated. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. View in journal. That's F7. There's a search. Honor. Oh, what? That's interesting. It has a hoe in it. Pixelated. Blood. I'll just do blood. Blood's good. Gotta have the blood. Or you can't be washed clean. So blood. Blood and banner. So you have sworn your blade and name to a clan. So, okay, you don't have to create a clan. Join or create a clan. Everybody gets 20. Now, if you have a clan of 100 people, this could become serious. So, you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There we go. There we go. I think, man, if you have any questions on this sort of thing, that I might, you know, you can show the tracker. Remember that, so you can turn it off. If you haven't seen that yet, you're just looking at it, brooding, you know, and you just, I don't know, haven't seen it because you're looking at, I don't know, people. Anyway. I'm dyslexic. What did Kevin say? Man, I've known people, I knew them in the military, who really were diagnosed there. Just because, I don't know, that's just where it happened. That's what they said. I only know because they told me. Alright, let's go see something. Wow, T-Voy Van Bracers for 2,500 gold. What's up with that? What's up with that? Ooh, okay, well, I'm gonna sell up here. Is it a good price? Is there a lot of demand? I don't know. Okay, the tier 1s, apparently they make a case of it. The old days, maybe not anymore since they've changed. Everybody's complaining about they got to revamp this, they got to revamp that, they got to revamp all this. Okay. How much of this stuff transfers forward to the next engine? You guys, it's early. So, you too. So how much should they do? Well, they said a lot of assets won't move forward. So they're either busy getting their assets together, working their assets off, getting their assets in line, getting their geese in a row. I would see, you know. We have a lot of stuff around us. It is shaders. I'm gonna have to show a comparison. It's the Matrix. Yeah, I don't let anybody take pieces out of my stuff. So now you can do any cool stuff to Johan, who is my avatar. Because I have played places where you make an image of yourself. The Second Life one, I'm always taking the picture. So you don't see me. You see alternates, which in Second Life I didn't have. I think I had two, and that was Johan, or excuse me, not, well, Jehoshaphat, which is Johan, and the other version of Garadina, which is the redhead. And that's that. I don't have myself in there, but once, when my only avatar was the gal with the Matrix glasses. And why that? Because there were, you could only, the default males were all just romance cover males. No, excuse me. The default males were fuzzy things back in the first days of Second Life. If you've heard that, well, you can, it's still there. It's still there. A couple decades and more later now. Still there. Got more users than PAX Day. And the Lindens, the rate that I was going at was really nice. It was in the hundreds. But now it might be 200s. I don't know. Maybe it's better. But you can trade them on the U.S. market. But you have to pay taxes, as a gambling tax. Now, I did a little thing over here with plots and all that sort of business. This is, Isolate has this place, and the one over here. And I discovered that this whole area is nuked as far as putting a plot. Or Isolate would have had a nice, well, it turned out nice, it's just fine there. There's a bunch of stone and stuff under there. That'd be really cool if that was more, well, I'll look inside with Garatina sometime, Alright? Every time someone says, come and see, I don't know, I get, it's dead or alive. Come inside. Never mind. No, never mind. C-O-M-E. Stop it. I can feel your energy. But you pre-recorded this. Don't try to confuse me with the facts. I'll just be lit. You know, torches all over your wood house. Come on. But, you know, the glow through the walls is probably only realistic, even though, if you look, these are all supposed to be chinked. Chinked, that is not some nasty thing. It is chinking. Do 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 do. You start to do the Superman. Bum, bum. It's like those camera things. Ever jump around the yard? Well, okay. Probably, yeah. Yes, we've all jumped around the yard. What do you mean? Well, what I mean is, have you ever jumped around the yard and seen with a friend with a camera? I'm thinking of, am I going to actually take you guys up to a difference? But I want to, you know, what do you do when you leave a plot? When you take a plot out of a chunk of that? They used to have this area covered. Now, I would say the Golden City company, limited liability company. Well, what? It's a video game. It all disappeared. I want my money back. Limited liability. LLC. Because it's a video game. Ooh. Okay, those are torches. Sometimes I think I see red. And it is funny. Masowski's Rabbit and Ox. Wasabi. Sorry. It's just wasabi. Dude, you see, okay, either it hasn't snapped into place, or someone's just holding the top of that hill, saying, someday it'll happen, someday. Golden City, see? Golden City's huge, and this has changed over here. There was another out here with a market, and they have not moved on, but you know that is a huge thing. Now, that's where I bring up that redeeming queue thing, and that's a couple things with clans, disbanding, moving plots. It's all in this little thing here, this little capsule. You know, I think the AI can't find chapters just because of the way I am. Who is it that never lets you down? Who is it that gave you back your crown? Covered in ornaments, dancing all around. And then I'm handing it over. Ooh. We're on Epic here. Epic is trying to find the best way to represent textures. But when we stop, you can do it. This is a lot of work. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. What are we deciding right there? It's the machine deciding how far are you away and what kind of textures should I feed into you. Let's get out. Oh my goodness. I do this all the time. There's so much. I'm so just oh no, can't. We'll do this again. We'll do this again without this going here. I'm not wasting time. I'm actually going to get farther away, and I should have. There you go. Now, you can do the walk. I'm not going to do the cure with Johan. Do. See, the textures are fine there. But what happens? Oh, no. Let's I was going to do an example, but let's make this something I can learn from. So everybody else can find out how little I know. They're so liberal. No, I just have toxic love. Here it comes. What's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? There you go. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? What's up with that? Totally can't have that. You know, okay, what kind of NPC would we have? I always thought that we should have our own personal thing. Someone we can leave in place at a counter to leave messages through. I mean, the AI. Have you guys been blocked in chat with AI? Go ahead, give me examples of being blocked in chat and what you have said. What you have said. I had Garrettina right to catnap. I'll spoil it. Oy, my yoy. But, I'm not a monkey. Yeah, I blocked it. I was like, what? I am not a monkey. This is toxic. But I'm not a monkey. This has been blocked. Toxic. Double plus good. Mainframe. How many fingers am I holding up? Mainframe. Anthony Hopkins. Lindsey Buckingham. Ooh, I'm sorry, Lindsay, we didn't get you. What's up with that? What's up with that? I will do a tour of Eltares. Why? Why should he be so blessed by my presence? Because it's my birthday. And I want Garrettino to get the first few. Why is it so big? Why is it so big? This gate, I remember the first days. Well, the first days are the hardest days. Don't you worry anymore. 'Cause when life is like Easy Street, there is danger at your door. I need to get to the top of the hill. Whoa. Because there are things. Now you see everything's in place. But there's something else to see, and we'll get away so we can see a lot more faster. And it's an idea. I have to get back on, get my members back in order. And yeah, it'll be one of the first days I collect grace for everybody. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on, come on. You can do it. That area. Poof. Now this is, I won't show off who's going red, because red, you never know how long it's going to last. Some people are like, that's an extra 3 days. Thank you for watching this long, by the way. There's my tip. That will save you every 10 payments a little, 30 days. Right? Oh, it's Mila. Mila doubled her name. Blood's my blood. Havla, skin of my skin. Nakita Havla. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry about that. I was kind of thinking about my volume. Ooh, look, they did drop some. Because that was covered for the most part. Yeah. Okay, in Second Life, this is the last thing. When you want an area, don't put it all together. Well, yeah, we're talking about people. Hold it. Woo! I'm not going to edit that out. Oh, the pipes are clean! What is that? Cabin boy. These pipes are clean! So go forth. Anybody see the Irish Batman? If Batman were Irish, that doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. You'll see a lot less red now. Now, there's individuals out there on the glade, perhaps, but I think those people have been there for quite some time. Seen lots of changes with these structures. But what if you all won 20 grays for getting back in the clan? And all these people, I don't know. Who knows how many people are in on this conspiracy to take over REITs. That's what we're really here about. Dude. Okay, so I run a 6750 from AMD. I am sorry for anybody who is suffering any effects. Wow. See that boulder? No, those are steps flashing in and out. Bat Dance. That old Prince song. I tuned into a live Prince concert. Yeah, I'll admit to that. I'm secure. when we get to 5.7, the trees will be so much simpler to generate, and we will see what happens in hovercam. Go cinematic in FreeCam. Oh, yes. 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 Are we going to have it? Did they correct it? Am I going to capture it? This is why we're here, folks. We've waited for the wombat sunrise glitch. This is, no, it's better than a wombat. Well, we need something. Wombats you can find. This one might disappear. Can we? Are we going to see any flashing? Did the... F. Get it. I only have moments, maybe. Only moments, maybe. Can I capture it? Can we? Oh, look at this. By the way... That's the Golden City. Do you see the map below? Do you see it below? Or is it? Let's see what we can do. Why we should go faster? Faster! Faster! This is like the Minecraft bottom. What is it? What is it? What is it? The clouds aren't moving. So is it just a shadow surface? Because what is the sun breaking over that gives us the shivery mornings in the flashing lights? There's my place. Dude, there's the water. The river they are covering under the... I want a better view. Oh man, are we gonna get it? Thank you for joining me. Oh. Who's that kid with the Oreo cookie? Yes. This could be the most glorious thumbnail I have ever. You're not impressed, I know, but I am. Well, I don't know if you're impressed or not. In fact, I gotta get back. Get back. Oh, please, get back to where you once belonged. Get back. See those solid squares? Get back to where you... The solid lines. You know, the geometric. Yes. The underbelly of the Golden City. I thank you very much, folks, for joining me today, tonight, everything else. You know, whenever you catch me, I have moved, and I will change this intro, as you've noticed. Oh, I better. I thank you, Billy. I pray this doesn't bug you, or anybody else, watching this part. Oh, I should. Well, I'm not sure about warnings. Oof, dog, I let music in. I'm capturing this. These are the moments. It's 10:16, 10:17 via PC. Here. So this is sunrise in PAX Day. I am looking for anything I can say. Okay, everybody play. Anybody play Minecraft, where you used a pump, or I'm sorry, a press, you know, to. I'm sorry, Billy. Push your head through the head of the bed. Piston, right? It's been years, and I only played it on PS3. Anyway, when my kids were just kids, like they could play it at 4. They built all sorts of crazy crap. The worst thing my daughter ever did was let my boy join her on her map. It was just terrible. But she was brilliant, and so was he. But he was a mess. He was doing things to her. He got her into dynamite, and she regretted that. Because, well, anyway. If you don't save. But that was the game, wasn't it? So here, what we're seeing is the fact that the sun is supposed to only come up over that ridge. Not the one before us, but that's the one beyond, right? And then there's the one before us that you can see hovering in the sky there like a slice. I might edit something in where that gold, where the red one is zeroing in there. Those are the ridge lines. And so what the server is trying to do is figure out exactly who's getting the sun. Now, music, you're impossible. Now in Alaska, you can buy a home. You'll be like, wow, why has no one ever bought this land? Well, beware. That land might be in a shadow for most of the year, never seeing the sun until the sun is high in the sky as it gets here, which is not high. I'll find out how many degrees is the height of the sun's maximum. Never mind. So, as we see the sun rise here, it's trying to figure out who's getting the light. Is this because they slowed down the server? Slowing down the server, as I learned through Grollo, because he's the only person I've ever heard explained it, even though I've seen the term before and assumed very reasonably what could be happening, and Grollo, validated and greatly extended my idea of what was going on, or why devs do it. Okay, that's what I'd never heard, is why they do it. Why would they do that? If this is true, or if this is, what needs to happen to make this true, right? To say no, they don't want to do anything bad. They don't want for us to have a bad time. We need to spend time here having a good time for them to exist. That's why I thank you. In order to have a channel on YouTube and to be seen by anybody, even people who have subscribed to me and were looking, well, YouTube's like, well, no, this person doesn't get any time from people, and we'd rather show you this because this gets time, and you'll come back for this. Come on, it's better than that. And that's how YouTube works. So time, what can they do to nerf the server down? I forgot the terms, because the server, moves at 30 frames. Is that what they do? They turn down its max frames? Is that what they do? Is that as simple as that? Or do they have to go in and say, all right, the NPCs are going to, they're going to res a little bit slower, or they're going to take some a little bit more time, so they don't just suddenly appear and fall from the sky? Just the other day, I had a goat do the leg up, leg down thing just over the ground, and it was, coming in across what would be a server line, which if you look at your maps, and I've heard the number 25 servers per what you call province or shard, that area you're in is a total, and you could be on a mirror depending on how many people are on it, where one clan of 100 wouldn't see the other clan of 100. These are all things, but they slow stuff down, like seeing the shaders. If I do this with Twist, which I think I'll do in a comparison with Twist, is show you guys the difference again. The difference. Back when we could see ourselves in hovercam, I'll show you the difference. So here comes the sun, and I thank you for joining me. It has taken a while to get this view under the Golden City, and that's the big deal. That's the big deal. You can see it happening. To get deep for play, if you understand what's going on under the hood, or however you like to put it, or I like to put it, or is it? You know, knowing this stuff, it'll help you just go past it, you know? It's like having thoughts while walking through the canyons of a city. Canyons of a city. Ah, living in America. Yeah, the red, white, and blue. People in Tokyo do it too. And several other places. Don't do it in China, man. That stuff falls. So anyway, thank you for spending the morning, which it is here, in Reeds. That's a water table. You can see the blurs. You can see the repeats. Oh, it's great. We'll see how well this records. It might record wonderfully. Depending on what screen I use the majority of, yeah, it kind of touches base with things. Okay, I think I stretched it enough. I know this has taken so long, 45 minutes to get the sunrise, but I wanted it dark so I could show you, you know, the things, the construct stuff. It looks better. Look at all the resources floating in the air. That's all grass. That's not resources. That's the grass. Anyway, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, it's better now. It's better now. It was coming through the bottom before. Oh, is it? Is it gonna do it? Oh. This is deep for play. This is what I do. Well, you should have started it later. I caught it with twist, and that one with twist, the thumbnail, that's what I'm talking about. If I don't catch it here, check out Twist's thumbnail where you have that, you know, crazy land, you know, Land of the Rising Sun display there. Brilliant, man. A brilliant sunrise. You know, what do they call it? It's not real, but it's, you know, not surreal. It's something else. Anyway, no, that's enough. All right, let's get out of here. Let's have a great time playing PAX Day, understanding it to a greater extent. Understanding. If you ever want to go under your plot and see what is over the line too far, you know, as things shift around, we'll talk about plot shifting again and again. I call it like server creep. We used to get it a lot more in Second Life. It would go back and forth, or it would only go so far, and then it would go back. There's only so much room for it to bop around when it's just, you know, 1,000th off, or even a 10,000th. Given how small this stuff is, you might as well say 100,000th when it comes down to the size and scale PAX Day might be. When it comes, if you had it in reality in the palm of your hand, you know. Right, you see that piece out there. Anyway, I'm not going to do this to you. You can do this to yourself on your own place. You can look at it, keep track of it, take a cool picture of it. Get down. Everybody's done this, right? This is nothing new. Oh, I didn't want to. Okay, so over here is kind of boring. That's how far. That's why over on my property, which is there in the blue center screen, there's nothing behind it. I should have been over there. Because see the distance? From a distance. No, the mountains are just so high. From down here, I have that line of sight. All right, wonderful. This has just been the best documentary on... Thank you, Johan. This has been Deep for Play. Thank you for joining me. No, I'll take the picture of that later. I didn't want to bore you with that. Thank you. May the Lord bless you. And Lord bless you. Keep your sticks on the ice. It's just a game. We can talk about it. We need to talk about it.